My name's Eli Gelb. I'm in Stereophonic.
Congratulations on your Lucille Ortell Award.
Thank you so much. It's really sweet.
Who inspired you as a playwright to become an actor?
That's a great question. I think one of the first, playwrights. I think I reached a new level of excitement about theater reading Samuel Beckett when I was in high school. That's probably the most I can distill it down. But there's so much exciting theater. I think Annie Baker was another level of like, ooh, wow, this is the kind of work I respond to and want to see more of. Obviously now Stereophonic, probably literally my favorite play. I get to be in it.
It seems to be everybody's favorite play.
Yes. I loved working with Josh Harmon, a few years ago. Nice to have, Jewish voices.
Are there roles that you'd like to take on that you haven't had a chance to play yet?
That's a great question. It's been a while since I thought about roles in the canon. You know what I mean? I kind of decided let's see what comes at me. So I don't have a ready answer, but I'm game.
Thank you so much.
My name is Shelley Williams. I co-directed The Notebook with Michael Greif, and I am here to celebrate him today.
What playwrights inspired you to do what you do?
Well, playwrights. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Edward Albee, Lorraine Hansberry, August Wilson, Christopher Durang. I mean, there's so many extraordinary playwrights that I just love in my soul. And those are just a few.
And what's next for you?
Oh my goodness. I am developing Hidden Figures for Disney, and I'm working on the revival for Aida.
Wow.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Absolutely.
My name's Juliana Canfield, and I'm in Stereophonic, which is currently playing on Broadway.
That's a show that is getting so much buzz. Can you tell me what playwrights inspired you to do what you do?
William Shakespeare, baby. I was in a children's Shakespeare company starting from age 7, which is an unusual pastime maybe for a first grader, but those plays really were my entry into this industry, and I mean, you can't really pick a better one than that. And then, I don't know, I grew up loving musicals like Rodgers and Hammerstein.
So you're a classical kind of girl.
I'm a classical girl. I went to drama school. I like the old school stuff, but I also love new plays. And I went to school in a program at Yale where they really cultivate new plays, and the process of working on something that's never been done before is kind of like a special privilege and creative.
Yeah, because you get to put your stamp on it.
Exactly. Well, you don't even have to put your stamp. You just make the thing. It's pretty thrilling and novel.
Are there roles that you would like to take on that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Oh yeah, I mean so many. But I had this thought the other day. It kind of popped into my head. Like in 10 years, I'd love to play Hedda Gabler.
Allison Love, and I'm in Tommy, the Who's Tommy.
And what playwright or playwrights inspired you to do what you do?
Ooh! Oh man, I mean, I love a mammoth. I know that's a very weird answer, but I love a mammoth. Yeah.
And are there roles that you'd like to take on that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Oh, definitely. I would love to. I mean, I was just talking the other day about. I would love to play Kathy in the last 5 years. I would love that. Thank you.
I'm Shoshana Bean.
And you're here for Hell's Kitchen.
I am here for Michael Greif of Hell's Kitchen.
What plays or playwrights inspired you to do what you do?
Oh my gosh, what plays specifically? Night Mother. Night Mother was one of my favorites. I mean, I was just always a musical girl. So like Hello Dolly was a big one for me. Me and My Girl, Funny Girl.
You're getting a lot of raves for your performance this year, but you always get raves for the performances you do. Your performances are so layered. Can Can you tell me where you come from to give these kind of performances?
I think it's always like a meeting point between myself and these women. And it's really finding the intersection of the parts of myself that I haven't maybe embraced or acknowledged, and the parts of them. I feel like we fuel each other. The parts of them that are lacking, I embolden, and the parts of me that I have yet to, like I said, really embrace, come out through them. So it really has always been like this meeting point for me, and it really involves as many layers as I can peel back and as authentic as I can be. So I think that I feel stronger with time and age, because the more I live, the more I experience my humanness, the more I'm able to be all kinds of humans.
Are there any roles that you haven't done yet that you would love to take on?
So many, but I think at this point in my career, I'm more interested in telling new stories that haven't been told before, and embracing characters and telling that nobody has met yet. So that's way more interesting to me than the ones that exist at present.
Hi, how are you? Oh, you're together. How cute.
Yeah, we're together. We're old friends, or I should say friends for a long time. We're not all.
State your names and why you're here.
Friends, or
State your
young
name
old friends.
and why you're here.
Priscilla Lopez, and I'm here to honor Michael Greif.
But you're also here for the Garden of Annuncia, right?
Am I?
Steven Skybell, Tony nominated for Cabaret the Kit Kat Club, and here to honor good old friend Michael Greif today.
Of the plays and the playwrights, what inspired you to do theater?
The plays and the playwrights.
It's a story being told. It's how it's told. It's how you relate to it, how it inspires you, and you get excited to do it when you say, "Oh, I want to say those lines. I want to be in that place." And that's how you decide, because you really don't know. You don't know what the outcome is going to be, and then everything else that goes with who's directing it, who else might be in the cast. But that comes later.
But is there a play or a playwright that inspired you to do theater?
Oh, that inspired me to do theater. I was too ignorant when I started theater to know anything. I just wanted to be up on the stage.
I will tell you, the playwright that inspired me was Shakespeare. I grew up in a small Texas town, Lubbock, Texas, and I got our 6th grade teacher. I said, "Can we put on Romeo and Juliet? I'll play Romeo." And we didn't even know, we called the character Tybalt because we didn't know better. But I loved Shakespeare at an early age, and the thing is, and now in the course of my career, I have taught Shakespeare. The thing about Shakespeare is he knows how to tell a story, and he knows how to use words. And whenever I'm looking for a play that speaks to me, it just has to be able to really set up its story and tell that story well. I'm a little jaded in my age now because I see so many things, and it just sometimes I feel disappointed because the story just doesn't come together in a beautifully meaningful way. So when you do find a play and a playwright who can really do that, I glom onto it because it's really gold.
Wait, I want to take that back. I realized what inspired me was not the playwright, but the composers.
Oh, yeah, my favorite.
Because I come from the musical first. And so, of course, it was Oscar and Hammerstein. All those musicals that I sat and listened to and memorized every word. And that was my inspiration, because I didn't start being just a straight actress till many, many years later.
I have to agree with you. I actually grew up knowing every composer's name more than I knew playwrights.
Right. I would say, having done the Yiddish Fiddler and now doing Cabaret, when you come upon the book of the musical that is masterfully written with great economy, I mean that's the thing I keep responding to with Cabaret. Joe Masteroff's book is so nuanced and detailed, and in some ways it means to get you from one song to another, but it's a beautiful play in and of itself, and that is fantastic.
I have to say that you took the role of Fiddler and made me see it in a brand new light, and you took the role in Cabaret and made me really notice him where I really hadn't before.
Well, thank you. I mean, I think with Joel Grey, who directed The Fiddler, and Rebecca Frecknell, who directed Cabaret, they really wanted to mine the character for everything that character is, and I'm thankful for that, because many people have said they've seen cabarets where they don't even remember Herr Schultz and the Schneider-Schultz subplot, and I don't think you can forget it in this production because they've given such thought to it.
Actually, in this production, it was the relationship I did care about.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that makes sense, because even though we're of a certain age, ours is a more understandable love story, whereas Cliff and Sally and the sort of the sexuality that's involved is a little more modern, and I don't think audiences can easily grab onto rooting for them.
I would agree with you on that. Are there, at this point in your career, are there roles that you still want to grasp your little hands onto that you haven't had a chance?
I get that question all the time, and I say, I like to do new things because it's hard. It's something that I've heard about but have never seen. Because once you see someone else do something, it stops your own, whatever. And a lot of times, things will come up and my husband says, "Oh, there's a movie for that." I say, "I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see I don't want to do somebody's movie." So I always like to do original things. I like to watch people do other things, but when I was younger and I could sing better, and I wanted to do all those big ladies. But now, pickings are slim.
No, I would say there are. The Tony nomination is exciting to me because it possibly may open up doors for me to do other projects, and there's definitely some existing projects that I would be. I mean, the role of Sweeney Todd. Obviously, I'm old for it, but. And it's just been revived.
Sing that.
I would love to, but not for a while, of course. But and then there's also I do think there's a beautiful step between Tevye and King Lear, and there's actually a Yiddish King Lear that exists, and so that is in the back of my mind a little bit of a pet project. I don't know how commercially viable that is, but certainly King Lear is a role that speaks to me from Tevye's point of view, and then the idea of trying to find new and exciting work that can be maybe form-fitted towards you would be a wonderful thing too.
Thank you for talking to me.